Hi, I'm Tanya Topazio. I'm the filmmaking and television production teacher here at the Career Academy. I also teach some of the Adobe design courses at the traditional high schools. I've had a couple parents come to me and mention that they want a little more information on Canvas and how to navigate it. And I found that there were really no resources out there on the web, so I thought I'd create a quick video for you to show you the benefits and how to actually get through the Canvas interface. A couple things that are great for Canvas. One, for the student side, they have access to their courses 24/7. So if they're absent or just need to work ahead or need to make up some stuff, they can access that course content 24/7. On the parent side, you can see everything that the student is doing in that course. You see all of their submissions, so you know what it is that they're actually turning in. You see their grades. You see any comments that might be given from the instructor, and you see all their due dates and what they're missing and what they've already turned in. So it's a great way to keep track of your students, find out what's actually happening in the course without constantly bugging them. Hey, do you have homework? Hey, did you get this done? You can actually see it right there. You can also set up notifications so you can get emails directly to you regarding grade updates, assignment updates, and any kind of comments or messages that the teacher sends out. So let's dive in and see what it's all about.
So here we are at the home screen for Iredell Statesville Schools, and you know that you can come here for any kind of information on all of the schools in our district, what's going on in the district, as well as just choosing a home school for your student and find out directly, be directed right to their webpage of what's going on at their school. But from this homepage on Iredell Statesville Schools, you can actually go to the Parents tab that's right over here. And we can go down, they've added a little drop down that says the Canvas Parent Portal, and you can click right there and it will send you right to the Canvas homepage. If for some reason that link is gone, as they often make updates to their web page, you can also type in http iss.instructure.com login Canvas, and it will bring you to the same homepage for Canvas. Once you reach here, all you're going to do is click on the top that you are a parent of a Canvas user, put your name in and email, and then the child's username is actually their lunch number, their ID number for school, and then the password is their ID number, the lowercase middle initial, and their birth date. 2 digits for the month, 2 digits for the day, 4 digits for the year. And start participating. Oops, they have to agree, of course. Okay, so you can, it's going to send you an email to set up your password so that you can actually get in, but we can go ahead and get started and show it. So once I've gone in there, you'll see that all of a sudden now all of the courses that my student is enrolled in are showing up on Canvas, and I have now been assigned as a observer of that student in each of these classes. One thing to note is that each one of these classes, they are set up specifically by the teacher, so they're all going to look a little bit different once you get into the class. But your basic dashboard, your home page here, is set up the same no matter what. So a couple of things, you have your toolbar on the side. So your account is where you can change your password. It's already telling me right up here that I need to set my notification preferences. And so I can go into my account here and check my notifications. Okay, so here's all of the different things that we can do. The check mark over here means that it will notify you right away via email. The time clock is that it's a daily summary. The calendar is a weekly summary. And then the X is, I'll check it, I don't need an email sent to me, I'm good. So you can set for everything that's on here. Due dates, grading policies, course content. This would be if there's a change, okay? So your due date is not going to send you an email every day saying that you have something due, but say, for example, in my class, something was due Tuesday and I actually pushed that date till Thursday, it will send you an email letting you know that this assignment's due date has changed. If there's a change to the grading policies, if there's a change to the course content, if there's something that an assignment has been added or a quiz has been added, something like that would go to you. Any announcements, that would be a great thing to get right away because it could be something that the teacher is saying, hey, reminder tomorrow, bring this in, or, hey, we need to go to this website and fill this out. That would be an announcement that might be in there. Um, Grading is huge. So anytime that an assignment or a submission grade has been entered, you would get an email and let you know, hey, this project has been graded. This is what the grade is. Um, Submission comments. Anytime for me personally, when students put in a submission, if they don't get the full points, a lot of times I will give a comment as to why. Or if they got a 0 on it, it could be, hey, you uploaded the wrong file format. This isn't the correct project, whatever it might be. So you'll see the comment on why they specifically did not get the full points or what's going on with that assignment. You can do any discussions, but I wouldn't worry about that unless it's something from your students. Any conversations, scheduling appointments. I don't usually use that, but sometimes other teachers might, and any other kind of administrative notifications. But it's up to you on how you want to get those. If you want to get a daily email, if you want a weekly summary of their work, or if you want to know immediately, so right here, lets you know exactly what's going on with your students. The email will come to the email address that you signed up with. Okay, so we're back at the dashboard and you can see the 3 courses that my student is actually enrolled in. Over on the right-hand side, we have the coming up. These are the assignments that are due within the next day or 2, basically within that week. And then down below it, I can see that she actually has 8 more in the next week. So if I click on that, it will expand. And these are all of the assignments that she has due for the next basically week and a half. If I come up above that, I can also view the calendar. And this will bring all due dates for all of the classes. If I click on these classes here, it will actually generate the calendar for us. So if you prefer things in a calendar view, you can see what due dates are coming up, and it's color-coded matched to each course that they are actually enrolled in. I'm going to come back to the dashboard. And you can actually go through each of these courses and look at them and see how they are laid out. I'm going to jump into my course. This student is actually one of my students, so this is the way that I have mine set up. Mine is basically jumped into modules based on the week that we're working on things and the title of what we're really focusing on that week. And then it has every assignment listed below that. A couple of these little icons, just so you know what they are. The little arrow is a file download, so that is probably some sort of notes for the student. The little piece of paper with a pencil next to it is an assignment that needs to be completed. You'll also know that with the due date and the amount of points that are available. The little rocket ship is a quiz. I use this as a quiz. I use it sometimes as like a matching homework. It'll always show up as a quiz when you generate something, but it could be graded slightly differently. A little chain shows that that is a link. So that is a link to an external site. This will take you out to the course calendar. We don't really need to do that now that they have the view calendar option in Canvas. But if I have my students going out and looking at a YouTube tutorial or something on Vimeo, then that link would be there. The other thing that you might have is just a plain piece of paper, which would be a content page, which kind of, for me, I set it up to kind of tell the students exactly what is going on that day and every day so they know how to plan their week. That's the way that you can look at all the different assignments that are coming up. In my opinion, the most beneficial tab for parents and observers will be the grading tab. So from the grading tab, you can see everything that the student has turned in, what their grades are. You can access the assignment to see what it was that they actually submitted, and you can see any comments that the instructor might have given to that student regarding their grade on the assignment. So I'm going to come over here to my class. This is in the second 9 weeks, so we don't have a lot that's been submitted yet. But you can see that she got a check mark here, which means that she got all of the points. Check mark would be a complete or incomplete. So she got all of the points there. Here is a link, meaning that she actually turned in the link to her project, but I haven't gotten to actually grading it yet. So that little check mark here on the grading isn't complete yet. But you can see that the assignment was actually turned in. It's just that I haven't gotten to it yet. I'm going to jump back to the first 9 weeks because I know that I also have some comments so you can see what that looks like. So if you have an assignment that has, here she missed a couple of points or basically a half a point, but there's a little comment bubble next to it. So that will give the comment on why she may not have gotten all of the points on that assignment. So you can see that right away. The other thing that you can actually do is we can go into and you can see the submission. So for this is a chapter test. So you can see exactly what she got right and what she got wrong on that chapter test. Here's a discussion assignment, so you can actually see what the discussion was, what she actually turned in on that one. Here's a photo challenge, so we can actually see, we can link out to the picture that she did for that challenge, so you can link to those assignments. So basically you can see everything that has been turned in. You can also click on to the actual assignment. If I click on the assignment itself, this tells me what the assignment was, when it was due, how many points it was, how they're supposed to submit it, and then the assignment was to fix that photo, restore it back to its original. Student view would give you an actual submission button over here on the right hand side, but since you are not a student, they do not allow that for you. Same thing with the quiz. If you were ever to check on a actual quiz, it's not going to give you a preview of the questions. That way you can't take the quiz either, but you can see their results after they have actually taken one. So this is your best way of seeing exactly what is going on. Also, just to note that Canvas does not link automatically with PowerTeacher. So a lot of times parents will say, there's no grades in PowerTeacher or she's failing in PowerTeacher. The instructor actually has to push all of those grades out, and there's still a little bit of a disconnect sometimes with Canvas and PowerTeacher. So that is basically it, to be able to go through and see everything that is there. You can keep track. Again, the best thing for parents is probably to set up those notifications, and that way you can get emails for everything that your student is doing. Again, a great way to keep an eye on them without them really thinking you're keeping an eye on them, because we all know, especially high school students, don't want to be bugged about what homework they have or what's going in or what's going on. But if you saw something, you could always say, hey, I saw that photo that you turned in last week. That was really incredible. You're doing a really great job in photography. It lets them know that you're checking up on them, you are watching them, but you're not hounding them. So I think it's a great kind of over-the-shoulder thing to be able to watch your students. I hope this helps. If you have any other questions with Canvas, please feel free to email me. I am ttopazio@iss.k12.nc.us.